You guys don't get to know that I have a keyboard. How dare you? What's up, guys? This is Heiss. And welcome to Mon-Two-Zuma Tuesday. It's been a minute since we've actually done one of these. But here we are. And we're going to be working on some stuff today while I got a little time. May not be a super long stream, but I've decided what I want to get into and what I want to model. And I want more stuff for the cab. Because where we left off in the CAD model, and we're going to all laugh at Heiss as he confuses SolidWorks and Blender hotkeys. Where we left off was the choo-choo's very small, and we definitely need to build a mock-up of the cab, because currently it's like, well, with Brett sitting his butt on the floor with no seat box of any variety, it would be a comfortable height for him to lean out the window. But where do the legs go? That's the fun question. So we're gonna have to build a mock-up of the cab to figure things out. But one key piece, trying to figure out where placement of stuff can be, water glasses. So I want to model a sight glass, and then we want to figure out the Z positioning of it, right? The vertical positioning to make sure that we're legal. And so that's what I want to get into today. But before we do that, hi Zeus, you want to come here, buddy? Maybe, babe. There's a kitty. You'll note that things have changed in the background slightly. The doom piles have been rearranged. We're getting there. I have a visitor from New Jersey. God help us, coming to stay with me tonight. So. We've been trying to rearrange things in anticipation of guests and all that, and it's still a dumpster fire, but it's gone from like a roll-off dumpster fire to like a apartment complex dumpster fire. So the dumpster fire's gotten smaller. So there's that. But I think Zeus went back upstairs, but his mama is organizing pictures and making things pretty upstairs, so that might be more interesting than me yakking at a computer. But anyway, let me grab a couple of these top chats, and then we'll start drawing in the SolidWorks here. Let me jump into Discord properly. Oh, it's a Drew.
Hello.
Hello. Anyway, oh, it's a Zeus.
A kitty.
Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. Can we just do that? This kitty, look, he sees himself in the camera.
Aww.
You just don't care, buddy. These guys, they went to the vet for their first appointment checkup, just like, hey, these are our new kitties. Let's take a look. And they did not give a single shit about going to the vet. They were like, okay, great. We're gonna go.
I love to hear that.
Like, they've meowed a little bit in the carriers, but that wasn't surprising. Are you going to stick your whole face in my water? I feel like you're going to stick your whole face in my water.
Good kitty.
I love this boy. I love this boy and his brother Hades. They're very sweet. And yeah, 3 months to get acclimated and feel like it's home. How about 3 hours?
You know.
Where are you going, buddy? I need to move the detritus, like random plates that I haven't taken upstairs, off of my desk so that he has more of a space to sit. But anyway, what were we talking about before the cat showed up?
Mixing up Blender keybinds with
well, yes, that with SolidWorks keybinds.
Yeah.
The biggest annoying thing I've realized is that SolidWorks' scroll wheel is inverted compared to Blender's. Which is just that's pain. Anyway, let's grab these top chats and then we will jump into modeling a sight glass here. Jordan Freeman, you need to get a cat tree for the kitties. We do. I'm kind of thinking that I'll get one that I can have right here for live streams or something, one side or the other, so that they can be hanging out with everyone right up close. So anyway, I will boom engineer 40 months. G'day, g'day. Good to see you, my friend. Catch me outside, engineer 7 months. Yeah, you get to catch a stream live for once. Just had to get horribly ill to make it happen. I'm sorry to hear that. Nobody likes dealing with that. True Nubs, hobbies and gaming. Fireman for 28 months. Fireman, thank you. Who let the drunk turtle out? He's He's always on a rampage. Hope you're doing well, Heist. You get to go to Disneyland this New Year's for your 10th wedding anniversary. Definitely going to visit the 9000 and the SP410 too. Please do. I need to get out there and see that. Double check their website though. Rail Giants is kind of weird when they're open to the public, I want to say. So look into that while you're making your plans for the trip. But yeah, that'll be fun. And I bet Disneyland's so much fun. So enjoy that. Paul Gilbert, Brakeman 10 months. Oh, what I want to know, where do the legs go? I don't know these lyrics. Oh well. And Craig Bryant, I'm curious how much this steam engine build will cost to build. Will St. Louis, Missouri build the boiler for you? T1 Trust had their boiler built there. We're going to get a lot of different bids for the boiler. We've already gotten a couple casual quotes. Little cute boy back there. We've got a couple casual quotes, and the whole thing, that's why we're doing this process first, before we even really start to get into anything, is we want to have a pretty good rundown of the whole design so that we can have a proper bill of materials and determine things. It's going to be 6 figures, is hopefully in the low 6 figures, but it might be in the middle of the road 6 figures. It just depends on material costs and all that stuff. The boiler is going to be a big ticket item. The other big tickets, of course, are the frame and the drivers. It sounds like we actually have a hookup with the frame, though, which is exciting. And drivers will get interesting, but the boiler is going to be the single most expensive piece. So that's going to get interesting, but we'll see who ends up building it. We'll get a bid from the folks in St. Louis. We'll get bids from a couple of the other guys that fab boilers out there. And yeah, it's going to be a good bit of fun. So we'll see. And as soon as we have that and the 501 and all that set up, we'll be shouting from the rafters at everybody at the plan and what we anticipate it'll all run and all that. So Brian Simpson, engineer, 31 months. Hello, sir. How's it going? Good. Been getting stuff done around the house the past couple days, and it's felt really nice. So, there's the shelves being moved back there means that there's more of an opportunity to start thinking about building the SM3 layout back there. So, that's not terribly important for this month, or maybe not even next month, but we want to get there. So. And then Jamie61, Fireman, 28 months. Hope you're well. Finally caught the stream. Again, thanks to the flooding here in Durango closing things down. I've been hearing about that. That looks insane. So, Lordy, I hope everyone's staying safe and not doing too much madness there. So, okay, let's see. So first and foremost, I want to say it's 3 inches above the bottom of the crown sheet is the requirement for sight glasses, but it might be 3 1/4, and I don't remember, and that's what the CFR is for.
Yep.
Let's see if I search glass. Water glass.
I don't know if Dan has a sight glass model that we could use for this, but if he does...
I'm sure he does. I don't want to use more Blender parts because of the way that they are treated in SolidWorks. Obviously, for some of the more complex and organic shapes and things, yes, makes a ton of sense, but they end up being a bit of a hog on performance if you have too many of them. And the sight glass, thankfully, on this engine is 2 squares and then some tensioned rods and some pieces of glass. So,
oh, that's easy.
It's and box.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not even sure if we'll go with the truly hysterically accurate sight glass style or not, because they're mildly terrifying. I didn't realize this about these types of glasses, but I think at least the way that Glenbrook's is set up, that the glass is all kind of mated together and cemented together for the shield part. But some engines just have like flat panes that just sit in the boxes, and that's it. And so if you do have the middle tube break, you're getting all manner of hot nasties when you're trying to shut it off, which not great. So, anyway. What does the CFR tell us about water glasses? No more than 2 valves capable of isolating the water glass from the boiler. Every boiler shall be equipped with at least 2 water glasses. Lowest reading of the water glass shall not be less than 3 inches above the highest part of the crown sheet. If gauge cocks are used, the reading of the lowest gauge cock shall not be less than 3 inches above the highest part of the crown. So it is 3. I don't know. I don't remember why my brain thought 3 1/4 for some reason, but that's why you check the CFR. Cool. Let's see. Oh yeah. Are the old school type legal? I guess we can continue here. That's testing and maintenance. Let's see. Tubular type and lubricator glass and shields. Tube type every 92 service days if they make it that long. Modern materials. All tubular water glasses and lubricator glasses must be equipped with a safe and suitable shield, which will prevent the glass from flying in case of breakage. The shield shall be properly maintained. Don't you love the FRA? Safe and suitable. Cool. What does that mean? Anyway, and then they should be located, constructed, and maintained such that the engine crew can at all times have an unobstructed view of the water and the glass from their proper positions in the cab. So, and then they must be supplied with suitable lamp to allow the easy viewing of water. So, those are our key things. So, when we're building these boxes, we also need to know, okay, where in the world, can you also fit a lamp or something with it? So, I see we have a couple more top chats coming in. We'll get to those in just a second. Let me get the start of the square on this part going, and then I didn't know. Shit's blowing up above me. Thank you, Void the 3F. We love seeing that, and that's going to help with my goal trying to get that new camera lens that's in the description. So very much helps, very much appreciate that. But we'll get to top chats in just a quick second. I don't know how much time I have because Brett, Layton, and I are going to be hanging out this evening. So I want to try and get some parts done because it's been like a month since we've done one of these. I would bet you money that is probably a 3-inch square. 3 inch by 3 inch, and it's probably a 1/4 inch thick, maybe. Extruded boss base, might be a 1/2 inch maybe, but let's see. No, it looks about 1/4 inch based on the photo, so there we go. And then it's not called a bevel, it's called a fillet. Oh god. Someone help me. Yeah.
This is why I stopped using CAD and only use Blender whenever I want to make something like this.
Yeah, Blender's good for these sorts of things in terms of like a video game application, but in terms of engineering design, not so much. But yeah. Oh Christ, there's birds. There's birds.
The birds.
Well, thank you, Alligamer. We're gonna get the square done and then we'll go there. But as you can see, I started launching Blender in September, and I've got 109 hours in it already.
Uh-huh.
It's funny how it consumes you like that, isn't it?
Wait till you get to 10,000, buddy.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I'm insane.
Yeah, I don't really need to do the cutesy detail fillets all the way around, but I kind of want to. So... And then it looks like that these are designed and flanged into their pipe connection. I wonder if they must have a piece of pipe like silver soldered into them, and it's probably, I don't know, it's probably inch pipe. 1 inch pipe outside diameter. You'd think that 1 inch pipe would be 1 inch, but pipe schedule is stupid. Inch pipe is 1.315 inches in diameter. Fun fact for those playing at home. Get a vague circle. Yeah, it looks like it might actually be bigger than an inch. 1.315. That's probably 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches pipe OD. I should just keep the pipe schedule chart up at all times.
Yeah, that would be helpful.
1.9. But I only have 4 monitors, Drew. Yeah, definitely one.
Hey, I only have 2.
But I have stuff that I need on all of the monitors.
Just get a fifth one.
I guess I could put it up on my teleprompter. That is technically a fifth monitor the way it's set up. It's kind of neat. But okay, and then we'll bring that up. Looks like maybe 3/4, and then it goes to a nut. And then that's probably silver soldered to this, and it's all probably bronze or brass or some shit. Features, we'll do a quick fillet. Alright, save to this PC as... oh god. Get us inside SolidWorks. Locomotive. I guess we could put it in the cab. Water, glass, top, and bottom. Cool. Alright. We vaguely made part of a part.
You have a defect.
Is that a Casey?
No, it's Will.
Oh. Well, hello, Will.
No, I just figured I'd come and be helpful with top chats if nothing else. But I suspect it is actually only inch pipe because there is a fair bit of gap because the 59 has just the same sort of glass. There's a fair bit of gap between the wall and the actual plate.
Might be
between the tube and the plate.
Yeah, because it's a machined fitting because there's the washers that go in there between it and the glass.
You're doing that bit there. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the glass itself.
No, the glass itself is probably only 3/4, if I had to guess, and that is a purchased part, not a manufactured by us part, thankfully. But anyway, good show. Okay, let me roll through these top chats here. Dave's fine scale, so how long till we get a cat cave / house styled as a stock car? That's a fun idea. That'd be a bit to put together, I think, but that'd be cute. T12 Productions, welcome to the Brakeman. Jordan Freeman, that's a great idea. Anything to entice the kitties to be on stream. They're both upstairs again, I think, unless Zeus is hanging out playing drums. Mort Schwarzer, fun fact for all you Simpson fans, basically the only German recycling company licensed to wreck rolling stock, where Deutsche Bahn sends all its old locomotives, is called Bender. Google Bender Opladen? Maybe? Bender Opladen. Is that the equivalent of oh god. That is a German word that I'm not going to be able to pronounce. This is your equivalent of Colorado Fuel and Iron, I take it. Bender Recycling at Entsorgungsfachbetrieb. Entsorgungsfachbetrieb, maybe.
What happened to not bothering to try?
Well, I like to make an ass of myself on the internet. So, anyway. Interesting. They destroy choo-choos. How fun. Interesting. Thanks for sharing, Moritz. 94 Chevy, conductor 23 months. Oh boy. A month short of 2 years and joining within 15 minutes. This crazy train ain't off the rails yet, but you hear the flame just screaming here in Ohio. Beautiful. T12 Productions, Brakeman 28 months. Sending Kenosha's greetings to Senor Zeus and Hades. Thank you. I think they're both upstairs at the moment, but they've been very sweet. James Durrell fan, hey guys, can't stay for long. You got work, but this first stream you've caught in a while. Gotta hate closing shifts. Yeah, that's valid. Never fun. Danny Edelman, Brakeman 5 months. Been 5 months. You totally forgot you had a subscription. Appreciate that. Void the 3F with the $150. Thank you so much. Yeah, like I said, every little bit counts. Every little bit's appreciated because I need to buy an obnoxiously expensive lens before 20 goes to Durango. So, because I want the content to be good. Anyway, you really should be trying to save your money for the 2882 project you mentioned last stream, but just wanted to see how you're doing. What the stream is about. Finally made it to this kind. While you plan your own 290 PSI 462, you're in danger of the FRA probably. LOL. Yeah, this stream is all about the mechanical design of Mon-Two-Zuma itself. The 240 built in 1871 by Baldwin for the Denver and Rio Grande is their number one. because we have the aspirations to build it anew. And Brett and I were excitedly talking about plans for what we're gonna do first, and the ball is not quite in motion, but I think I have distinct feelings that we're going to start assembling bits of the locomotive before we have the 501c3 done, out of our own pocket, as a bit of goodwill and also being ready to show things off, because there's a big event in Boulder City next year that we would like to have some bits to show off for. So anyways, every little bit counts, every little bit's appreciated, because stuff that doesn't go towards camera lenses is potentially going to locomotive parts. So we want to make this thing happen. So anyway, Grand Valley Productions, conductor 9 months. Hey, Heis, glad to see Zuma actually coming to life, albeit slowly. Of course, much love. Thanks so much. Yeah, it's not going to be a fast project, that's for sure. We'd love to have it done tomorrow, but or even next year, but it's going to be several years, even once we get the design done. One does not build a locomotive in a day in a garage. Alligamer, there's the first set of birds. Thank you so much, my friend. Very much appreciated. And Heist Mom wins. We're conducting officially. So. Steam Power, how is the burb? Doing well. And it seems you need to bring more Boston Cooler, huh? Also, how are the kitties doing? I still have a little bit of Boston Cooler, although Leighton really does like it. That's the last. We've been saving that because it's the special one. So I've got maybe 5 more cans of it, I think, and that's it. So yeah, but I mean, we will never say no to Werner's products being delivered. So we appreciate you. And the kitties are doing great. They had their first vet visit today. No issues. Super happy, and they didn't give a shit about going to the vet either, which was great. So
as ideal.
Yeah. Alligamer, cats. Where are the cats? Engineer 20 months. I think they're both upstairs. I don't see a Zeus behind me anywhere, but he'll probably come bop down here unless he's hiding behind my setup. I've noticed that for whatever reason he likes to tuck himself behind my computer. So I've seen
where it's warm.
Oh, well, but not next to the tower itself, just like behind all the stuff. Because I have
where it's hidden.
Right, but I guess that's his little hidey spot. He does on his adoption form. It did say that he is easily overwhelmed, and we have noticed that a little bit with him. But he's a sweetie. No, man.
And that's where the 3 months comes from,
right,
to finally just get out of his shell and stop being overwhelmed by you, at least.
Oh, so. Well, you say that. Hi, bud. Hello. Did you desire to show yourself to everybody again? Hey, sweetie. We're gonna have to figure out a dedicated camera for the kitties. But yeah, Zeus. It's just like new surprising noises will get him. Like I turned on the vacuum for the first time, and he was like, "Whoa!" Surprising noises will get him. Like I turned on the vacuum. Hi, Alligamer. Your audio is coming through quite clearly.
Audio, yeah.
Sorry.
Sweetie, what do you see? Is there a ghost over there? Or are you seeing your reflection in the guitar? You are totally seeing your reflection in the guitar, sweet boy. Yeah. No, but generally, Zeus has been the more outgoing one. And Hades is a little bit slower to warm up overall. But they're both just sweeties. And it's just the occasional noise that'll get them, but... Anyway, are you gonna stick your... No? Okay. He is staring up at the ceiling. Do you see ghosts? He's seeing some ghosts, probably.
Yeah, they do that sometimes.
Hi, buddy. Anyway, Nowhere Man. Gotta love a Birdman stream while out rail fanning the old SPNS. Peaktism time. Love that. Nice to see some... Oh, no, don't climb on my camera, please. Nice to see some older rolling stock out, like some of the BN and the Rock Island. That's fun. Wusky, what could be worse than a 3D modeling program? I know! 2 3D modeling programs! Correct. Yeah, that's very true. Western Colorado, when you come to Ridgeway, we don't operate in the winter. That figures. I still want to come see everything. Alligamer to help out with the lens. Don't melt this one in the smoke box. I've yet to actually melt like an important camera lens. We did melt a GoPro lens, and those are replaceable and also extremely cheap in the smoke box, but that was fine. But yes, the $3,000 piece of glass does not go in the firebox.
It was fine right up until you went in to film the other big boy.
It didn't look melted, to be fair. It was just slightly droopy, but what are you gonna do? And in Western Colorado, you have a Miller hook on your RGS coach. Well, that's neat. Don't stop trying to knock over my drink. 94 Chevy for the lens. Don't cook it in the firebox either. Yes, we will not be cooking the expensive lenses in the firebox. Craig Bryant, take this and buy a Powerball or Mega Player ticket. You might be able to build a dozen of them if you win. Maybe get a big boy up and operational again. If you win the Powerball, yeah, you'd not be concerned about getting a locomotive back in service. Hi, buddy. Are you
which one?
he's helping me learn new keybinds for Discord and SolidWorks. He's been really good at that.
And the Blender keybinds.
And the Blender keybinds, yes. It's been a lot of Blender keybinds. Thanks, buddy. Very sweet boy. Rob Dog, hope you're doing well. You just suffered a nasty accident at work. Fell off from working on top of a steam locomotive. Oh shit, dude. I hope you are doing okay with that, and hopefully no big injuries with that. I've seen a guy fall off a steam engine before, and he miraculously just got right back up and climbed back on top of it like nothing happened, and it was just like, what? But that is not a fun distance to fall to any kind of shop surface. So
No.
Well, that's even falling off of your steam engine, like even falling off of Zuma, that's still gonna hurt.
Right, you're falling off of anything like, that sucks. So sorry to hear that, and hope you're healing up all right. Random text in, this might be a stretch, but maybe an ES&D orange 7.5-inch boxcar body for the cat house thing. 7.5-inch gauge would be the right size. I don't know if I would want to put it inside in here somewhere where everyone could see, but that would be very cute. Let's see. Western Colorado could still walk around, though. Of course, I would imagine that would be possible. Corey Gibson, that cat looks huggable. He is very much so. Hi, buddy. He's just gonna lay down entirely on my keyboard. You... Welcome to the cat stream.
The cats have taken over.
I don't get to use my keyboard anymore because of the sweet boy. But that's fine. It's not the first time he's done this. True Dubs, hobbies, and gaming. Remember the easiest way to tell the world's not flat, because cats would have pushed everything off the edge by now. Yep. We've only seen one thing shoved off the edge of a shelf so far, and it was a bottle cap. So, we like that. Not too naughty. Pacific Productions. Hi, have you seen the movie End of the Line? It's a pretty good train film about two railroad men who go to Chicago on a GP38 to save their little railroad from being replaced by air freight. No, I have not seen that. And we're learning new keybinds for the YouTube Studio app. Anyway. And Court Qatar Brakeman 33 months. Sir, wear baking tray holder in the Mon-Two-Zuma. It's missing. We'll get to designing that when we're done with the rest of it, basically.
I wanted a cat, but I got a secret IT man.
Pretty much. Hey, buddy. I need to keep modeling parts for my train. Can you get on my lap?
I had to know. I didn't know.
Maybe?
I had to know.
No, it's desk or not. You don't get a choice. This is what it is.
Pretty much. Hey, sweetie. Oh, is it crotch biscuits time? That's my favorite kind. Thanks, buddy. Could you not?
Wrestling your cat as the economy currently explodes.
I see that. Hi, buddy. Can you jump down there? Can you go sit somewhere else? You're very cute and we love you. But we also have things to do. Okay, lordy. SolidWorks was not ready to process all that information. It's fine.
I don't think it's ready to process any information, let alone whatever the cat gives it.
Hi, buddy. Hi, sweet boy. I need to clear off all the junk on my desk so that I can have the cat and the keyboard at the same time.
This is the part where we all have to help Heist invest in a cat bed.
Well,
it's not going to use it.
Exactly.
It's not going to use it.
When we were buying all the things, it was like, oh, do we get a cat bed? And it's like, no, they're going to choose their bed, and it's going to be whatever the fuck they want. And Hades has taken to just sitting on our TV tray on the coffee table, and he just plorps in that, and it's very cute.
Means you get a new TV tray now to replace the one that the cat has stolen.
Pretty much.
It's reverse psychology. You put the cat bed where you don't want the cat, and they'll stay away from it.
I see. That's the strategy. Well, maybe we'll try that one. Rutger Lamberson with $100. Thank you so much, my friend. Hello, Heist and crew. Hope all is well. More funding for Zuma and rail preservation. Steam engine design question. For different types of service, which matters more? Drive wheel diameter or numbers of drivers or combo of both? As always, thanks for what you do. I would say it's the combination of the both, really. If you're given the same wheel arrangement, it's definitely going to be driver diameter that factors into it. But like, if you're hauling freight, you'd like small 280 versus if you're hauling passenger, you'd like a high driver 460 or something like that, right? So, obviously a passenger engine or something running in high speed service can do fine with more drivers. But, you know, it's kind of the thing of, okay, you want speed, you want the big drivers. You want power, you want lots of little drivers. So it's kind of
and it also
dichotomy.
Depends on the route and
true,
and how big the train you're talking. Because if you want to run a 20-car passenger train up the side of a mountain, you're going to need something with a bit more grunt anyway. So you want something like a 460 or a 480 with big drivers. And bigger pistons to account for it, or smaller.
Right.
Bigger or smaller? I can't remember.
Bigger pistons, more power. Hi, buddy.
Yeah, so you get bigger pistons and bigger box then to accommodate the bigger pistons because you need to build more steam and
all that.
It all touches it. They all touch each other in weird ways.
It's for sure. But thank you for the support, Wrecker. It all matters. It all depends. But yeah, definitely if you want the speed, driver size, if you want the power, more drivers is usually more better, but that's kind of probably the limiting pieces of it. Steam power, Zeus says no more Monty work. Love me. Yes, pretty much. He's we'll pivot the camera down. Well, you still can't even see him because he's just laying right here. But yeah, sweet boy. No more work, love me, pretty much. Yeah, Pacific Productions, the same thing. Kibby says no, yes. Craig Bryant asking how the tender for 491's coming along. It's almost there. I was there working on it on Saturday, and I'll probably be working on it a little bit more this coming week. Let me scroll down through my zillion reference pictures to find what we were doing.
So I presume we've now got the system on the frames again?
Dude, the keyboard's not a pillow. Buddy.
I broke it for you.
You need a dummy keyboard?
Pretty much.
A dummy keyboard.
We've had one keyboard, yes, but what about second? You are so adorable, and you just know that there's 212 people wanting to watch you annoy me. Okay.
Correct.
I will settle.
This is incredibly funny.
I will settle for you sitting on my mouse pad. That's a little bit more on brand. But anyway, yes, the new cistern is very much on the frame. Has been for quite some time, and we're dealing with the fake rivets now. So most of them have been applied. There were still probably a couple hundred to apply. But by and large, come on, help me out. You can see that like the top row wasn't done yet, but all of the interstitial ones are done, and then the bottom ones, the bottom patch and everything are all on. And they're a fair amount of work to do because they zip on with a stud welder, which is pretty cool. It makes pretty quick work of getting them attached. Oh, you're so fucking cute. Stop it. Do you guys just see the little paw?
Yeah.
Is this when I pop in and say that if you get a second keyboard, a fake one, they'll normally lay on that because they're trying to copy what you're doing?
Yeah.
So if you're working on a keyboard, you get a second one, they'll lay on that.
I can grab a second keyboard. You are just adorable, buddy. Yeah.
That provides us enough room on your desk for a second keyboard at the moment.
If I actually cleaned it up and moved the Doom piles, there would be space. But anyway,
Remember, there is a time and a place to eat him.
that's true. But yeah, the rivets when they get done, they have the bit of the stud that the stud welder leaves still on them. So we cut that with an air grinder with a cutoff disc, and then you have to profile the rivet to be smooth with a regular flapper wheel on a angle grinder. So it's a lot of little tedious work like that because it's Jeff counted, it's 2,000 some rivets. But yeah, it's almost there.
We have the rivet counter.
Yes, we literally have the rivet counter who counted and is making sure that all of the fake rivets go in the correct place. No, I'm not joking. That is Jeff's level of detail for you. Hey, sweet baby.
Well, you do always appreciate the work that goes into that detail, but
it does make for quite a bit of work. Hi, buddy. It's biscuit time. It's biscuit time. Sweet boy.
You best call me the baker, cause it's time for biscuits.
Pretty much. Yeah. Hi, buddy. Yeah. So it's getting there. We were hoping that she was going to be in service for this weekend, but it's not quite there. It still has a couple things, and then it needs to get painted.
I was going to say paint is a big one.
Yeah. Oh, hey! What the heck's that for, buddy? Did I stop petting you?
As funny as it would be to see a stainless... Yes. As funny as it would be to see a stainless steel tender running around.
And gone past the phase of, yes, pets, to, you've activated the nom button.
Pretty much. And you're pressing buttons on my stream deck. You are being a naughty little boy. Okay, buddy. I love you very much. But can you just go somewhere else real quick? Thanks.
And thus a door was put on the basement.
There probably will become a door on the basement at some point, more for audio reasons than anything else. But yeah, we love Kitty, even if he's
I can't hear all that cat hair on the microphone eventually.
Yeah, what is that about cat hair on a microphone? Sorry, who's allergic to cats in this household? I don't remember. Anyways, hopefully that gave you a good status update there, Craig. Yearly Gymnast, Heyo, Mark, and Zeus, glad to have Monty to vibe to. We do like this. Pick a blob, any chance of a video about the various rear grand liveries and paint schemes? And do I have a favorite for the steam engines? That would make for a fun video, actually, the different paint schemes that they've had. Let me put that on my Trello.
Ring, Daniel Gollery.
Yeah. Just call Dan and call Andrew and just have them do that. DNRGW paint schemes. I personally, even though it's the most argued, I really do like the way that they look with the green boiler jackets. And the standard gauge engines for sure had that, but they look really pretty with that. Green. They were green. If I pull up
they were green.
If I pull up my Google Photos and we navigate to November 2015,
the green jacket does look really nice.
The fresh green jacket 491 it's a great look. So, but
there you go. There is the photo proof. It was green.
It correct. It still is green, and it'll be green for another couple months, and then it's gonna be black. So, but anyway,
I see a pretty loco and want it painted black.
Correct. Yes.
There was no timing in that whatsoever. But
no, we have half of the lyrics to "I see a green boiler and I want it painted black" written. So anyway, that'll be another shitpost cover to do at some point. Jordan Freeman, someone make a Zeus and Hades a YouTube account to comment. Could be entertaining. Jack Morgan, I recommend a second keyboard on the desk as a decoy. Noted. SolidWorks all out this time just for the cat. Thank you. Moritz Schwarzer, Zeus is now health and safety officer. Comply and pet. He's now chilling on the ground over here, which is better than him being silly. Corey Gibson, good kitty, yes. Mossy Mug, Conductor 19 months. Do you know how to play the riff from Everyone's a Winner by Hot Chocolate? It's been stuck in your head all week. I'm not familiar with that song off the top of my head, actually. 94 Chevy, that seemed artificially riveting. Lime me. Yes, limes. Craig Bryant, what happened to the old tender fatigue of metal or what? And the new tender holds how much water and weight of coal? It's basically the same cistern. The old cistern was, you could strain your pasta with it. It was pretty bad. It was the 1902 built iron cistern, and it survived that long because it was made of iron rather than steel. Steel would have rusted through, but iron not so much. But it was getting tired. So it was time for a new one, and the slight difference is that it is modeled to replicate the tender behind the 494, because 91's had 499's tender for a number of years, the whole time she's been at the museum, and 99 has 98's, and 98 doesn't have a tender because of a wreck in the 1960s. Silly. But the tender that 91 wore for most of her later life is behind the 494. And that's down in Antonito. So we're replicating that tender because she's getting restored to her appearance as she looked in the 1950s. Because 20 does the 40s, 346 will do the 30s, and then 91 can do the 50s, which mechanically is what makes the most sense in terms of accuracy without significant alterations that don't make a lot of sense, like, removing a mechanical lubricator. So.
Silly question, Mark. What is the actual difference between them? Is there anything significant, or is it just where the rivet is and where the weld has been placed?
It is mostly the patch arrangements, and then let's see. And the fun difference that is probably the actual one true real difference is that 94, the tank that was behind 94, had a triple coupler pocket on it. So here's 94's tank. It took a million pictures because all that. It's the same cistern, basically. The flare is slightly different in profile, and the tank lockers were slightly different in profile, and we modeled ours to match this one. The grabs are slightly different, and she got one of the cast steps removed because it probably wrecked at some point, so they just made a strap, which Jeff bent up, and we have on the new one now. Took a gazillion pictures so that we could model it and reference it, but the overall profile of the cistern's the same, so the capacity is still theoretically 6,000 gallons of water and 10 tons of coal. It may actually end up being slightly less than that because reasons, but, life's hard. It's not like they
I'll also point out, when are you going to run out of fuel?
Never. we use the most I've seen us use in 91 is 2 tons of coal in a day at the museum, so we never even heap it. But there's the tri-coupler pocket, and thanks to the Cumbres and Toltec, they actually donated this to us, so we're using the actual correct historic tri-coupler pocket on 91's tender, which is neat. And you can see again the proper cast step versus the fucked up wrecked step. So, by and large, it's the same tender, but it's the devil's of the details. All the patches and certain little placements of things that's different that we got to change. So, it was an interesting project, fun to model. Virtual Rail Fan Productions, Fireman 39 months, currently eating Spam, bacon, and eggs for dinner while watching the stream. But I don't want any Spam at all! Very good. Dave's Fine Scale, speaking of cats seeing ghosts, spoopy Halloween stream, gonna be a couple rounds of Phasmophobia would be a ball. Also, what's the standard thread on a whistle valve base inlet, asking for reasons? Standard thread? Standard thread? Who are you? This is the railroad, Dave. No, there's no standard thread.
There's nothing standard.
There's nothing standard. I have seen 1.5 inch. I have seen 2-inch NPT. I have seen 2-inch boiler thread. Fuck you, Denver and Rio Grande Western. All of the Rio Grande 5 chimes and single notes are boiler thread, usually 2-inch inlets. And boiler thread
Well, it's
is
just like a
almost the same as pipe thread, but instead of an 11.5 threads per inch, it's 12 threads per inch, and the taper is slightly different. It's a slightly more aggressive taper, if I recall. So it looks like it'll work, and then you go to thread it in, and you go, mother. So it depends. If I was gonna make something bespoke, if it was big, I would do 2-inch NPT. If it was smaller, I'd do 1.5 NPT and call it a day. But as far as the Halloween stream, we might do one on the 30th. On Halloween itself, I'm going to be doing lots of prep because our official housewarming party is going to be the next day. So I'm going to be like smoking a brisket and cleaning violently and all the stuff. So probably not on the night of Halloween itself, but we will do a Halloween flavored stream probably on the 30th itself. So. Anyway, but yeah, that would be fun. I've never played Phasmophobia, so. Trainman 4014, Breakman 8 months. What's your thoughts on CNO 614 and its restoration? It's gonna be neat. It's a cool Northern. It'll be neat to see that run. Bretker Lamberson gifting 20 memberships. Thank you, my friend. Every bit counts. Nazu, if you ever get a mole removed from your neck, be prepared to learn how much you usually turn your neck. It all hurts, but yay, Mon-Two-Zuma. I'm sorry to hear that. That sounds not so much fun. Craig Bryant, who built the new tender for 491, was a metal fabricator out down in Farmington. Their name is escaping me. It was like special something. I don't know. I think it was custom machine and fabrication in Farmington. Just looking up steel places in Farmington. I think. I'm not 100% sure. That's something that I'll have to ask Jeff. But yeah, it was down in Farmington. I can tell you that. 94 Chevy. Speaking of pulling pockets, did you know the big boys have them? What was UP planning to pull with them? It was a standard part of cast frame designs at that point. Did they ever use it? Hard to say, but lordy. Timerman 765. You ever watched the Outdoor Boys before they retired at all? Out of curiosity, I have not. And Mort Schorzer, did you model replacement step as built or bent? That's a good question. I think it might be as it was built, because it obviously has been wrecked subsequently.
I don't think the man should be doing any kind of welding while he's bent.
Right. So you get sparks in the wrong places. Guys, there's too many pictures of cats on my phone.
So speaking of the cats, I posted in the VC text, there is a picture of this little caboose toy box. If you can find something like that, that would be a perfect cat house.
Let me take a look, see at that. Oh, that would be very cute. Give it a little kitty caboose.
Yeah, little kitty caboose. Your little cat doctor.
That'd be very cute. Okay, let's actually try and continue to model things, shall we? So
I'll take over top chats if you like, and you can continue to do stuff.
That'd be lovely. Appreciate you.
Tamoan 765. Have you ever?
We did get the we are caught up at the moment.
Caught up. No worries.
Let's see. Can we? Oh God. It's now when I don't remember how to do anything in SolidWorks.
Those Wonder keybinds, man.
I was just like, how do rotate something in an assembly? It's if you don't press R, or do you press R? Maybe if I hold this, no, that does something else.
Ask the cat. I'm sure he'll figure it out for you.
Oh,
The project will be deleted, but it'll get figured out eventually.
Zeus is back on camera. He's chilling on the chilling on the couch back there. I guess we could just mate it.
94 Chevy Z71. Hi Rex. If you're looking for Rex Anger, I'm not him. I'm Will. I think that's the only
the
Rex
other
we've got around,
Australian engineer.
Yeah. Craig Bryant, is the old tender for 91 going to be on display? Or is it just going to be...
The old
disappeared?
cistern is going to get scrapped, basically, because it's not really worth anything. We cut off the lettered bits and the heralds and such so that we could display those. And some people pull for some of them, but the rest of it, at the end of the day, is just kind of scrapped iron. So
Yeah, I was pretty sure you guys scrapped it down to its fucking axles.
well, the nice thing is it's just the cistern. The frame is still original and being used, so it's the reality of doing new tender shenanigans here. Okay, can we...
94 Chevy Z71, sorry. Trainman 4014, question for Century of Steam, not for here.
Yep, sorry, we don't do those here.
That goes to the Century of Steam.
You're cutting out, Will.
Move the hair out of the way, is that better?
The Upside Down is overtaking him.
I'm using a pair of wireless earphones because that's all I've got at the moment because I can't be asked going to get my headset.
Gotcha. That would do it.
Am I coming through slightly better now? Or?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go find a hair tie then because I suspect it was just because my hair was in front of my earphones.
That would do it. 94 Chevy, sorry. Thank you. And yeah, sorry, Trainman 4014. Ask on a Studio 346 video. Powertrain thing. Engineer 33 months. Was 491's tender still the original one from when it was the tender, not the engine, was converted from standard to 3-foot gauge? The cistern was, as far as we can make out, yeah. Alright, so 3 1/4 gives us a little bit of confidence, so that's where the bottom of the sight glass needs to go.
So it's the bottom of the glass has to be at least 3 inches, or is it
At least,
where the fitting is? Yeah.
Bottom of the glass, yeah, the minimum reading of the sight glass.
So those glasses aren't exactly that short.
No,
Where's the top of the glass going to be?
that is precisely what I'm wondering, because if that's 3-inch, Glenbrook's got to have, if that's 3 inches for the square bottom, she's got to have probably
a 6-inch glass, I suspect.
It looks
6 or 8 inch? Oh yeah,
8 probably, because it looks like it's a. If you folded that over, you'd get not quite 3 of them, but more than 2 of them. So probably 8 inches worth of glass. This might start getting comical.
The glass is going to be higher than you can have the water level.
It certainly might be.
And so that means you have about an inch of workable water space so that you're not priming.
Well, the nice thing about that is that it's got this really fucking tall dome. And the other nice thing about that,
of course,
is that the boiler's only basically 10 feet long, all said and done, so it doesn't really slosh that much.
No, but yeah.
It's fine. Fine.
Celestial Caboose, brakeman for 13 months. Did 491's tender get good grades in middle school? Huh?
Shrug? I don't know.
So, but yeah, I suspect you may have to ask for an exemption or find smaller glasses.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We might be able to get smaller glasses and then, or cut them somehow, which that would get interesting.
Oh.
Either that or we make some really tall fittings at the top and bottom.
Which is comical, that is funny. But not ideal.
Right.
But even if you put it at the top of the crown sheet, where does 8 inches put you? Is that still above the?
Well,
top
we
of the
will
bracket?
we will find that out shortly. Oh god, that button just stuck down real bad. I was like, I like that song. Don't skip that many songs. I hate this overlay. Go away! Thank you.
Man 4014 pissed off a fireman once. He had to let off some stem.
Lime him.
I suspect that means steam, and he just missed the A.
Probably.
Craig Bryant with $2. I've got a lot of people on the 491 conversation now.
Yeah,
Yes.
you did apparently. That's fun. Good questions, Craig.
Yeah, no, these are some fantastic questions.
We like talking about our choo-choos. Blind extrusion for just a little pocket there. Give the glass a little recess to live in. And then, so we're talking about if I'm making the glass itself, we want to use that same sketch profile. So if I go to outside of SolidWorks, because SolidWorks managing stuff inside SolidWorks is stupid. Give me my documents. SolidWorks, locomotive. Did I put it in cab?
Would that make too much sense?
I did. Some of some of my naming convention on parts is pretty great. You know, there's a part on the locomotive called the Bore Huggy Cabby Flory Bit.
Yes, I remember when we named that part, because that was on stream. 24 Chevy Z1 with another $2. How far would 91 go with Zuma's tender?
Not far.
Well, if you're starting from cold, I don't even think you would get steam. Mainly because you run out of water.
If you had to fill 491 with Montezuma's tender to get enough water in her to light off, you would go through probably 4 Montezuma tenders just to get it to register in the glass.
Yeah. Yeah, she's not a small chooch.
No.
The new IKB 4472. Hope the cats are settling in well. They seem to be. Unless you have anything else to add.
No, nothing else to add on that front.
Craig Bryant, the steam engine you are building, will it have superheaters like 91? This is the last super chat apparently, so.
Why, thank you. I very much appreciate the good questions and the support, Craig. No, Montezuma will not be superheated. We've talked about it. She actually might benefit from it, but the challenge becomes where in the fuck do you put the superheater header? Because if you start to look inside the smoke box, okay, we need a giant box in there to collect and dissipate all the tubes, right? Just the petticoat and the branch pipes, like, you could basically get like, I don't know, maybe 6 superheater flues in there, and then there's just not enough space for the header and still having it just doesn't make sense. And even so, we've done the math because it's actually relatively straightforward math to do. I wish I had it written down somewhere, but if you ran her wide open in the corner as hard as you could, you'd still get basically 26 miles of range with the tender, you know, using the full tender of water. So if the tender starts to get picky after a little bit in terms of what it'll actually want to eat, okay, well then you're talking a slightly different thing, but even then it's still going to be like 20 miles at, you know, worst case, and that means you're making it between water plugs anywhere where we're going to run it. So
in MOWVC text, it's a slightly bigger engine than Zuma. It's a New South Wales 12 class, but they did an experiment and superheated one of them. I'll let you guess which one they superheated.
That's a nice looking engine, honestly.
Oh, they're gorgeous looking engines, built in 1877, and there were some 40 of them, I believe. So
The one that got the extendo face.
yes,
Yeah, that tracks.
you'd have to just put a superheater in it.
Yeah, that makes a ton of sense.
And there were several engines, several classes of engine that the New South Wales Railways did that with. The 30s, there was a single 24 class, I think. One of the 20Xs they did as well, and same again, super mega smoke box. The 30 classes some of them did get the larger smoke boxes. In the eventuation of getting superheaters, I don't think any of them actually did. But the 50 classes as well did get extended smoke boxes for superheating. So, and it made a difference of 50 tons on a 1 in 40 for tonnage. So, yeah. Where are we up to? It jumped. Where did I end up at? Beta Gaming HD1, Brakeman for 32 months. Damn, 32 months. That's a lot of months.
It's many months. Thank you.
Yeah. Nova 75 with $2. Oh god, what kafuckery is going on this time? Sight
Water glass.
glasses.
Yes.
And it's about to get even better when we go to put it on and find out where the top of this glass is going to get.
Pretty much.
True Nubs Hobbies and Gaming. How much prep are you having to do to take the Angry Elf to Durango?
She got her annual inspection, and we went through all the stuff, and shrug. We're bringing a lot of spare parts and all that, but otherwise, I mean, it's not really that much. So
That's how you tap it with a dead blow, knock the fire out of it, put it on a truck.
No. Can we change?
Jane
this?
Christensen with $2. Remember, folks, Mon-Two-Zuma is a
Yep, small choo-choo. She's quite small. It's the reason why we're choosing to do it. Anyway, that's going to have to be good enough because I've been told that we're meeting at Leighton's house in 40 minutes, so I'm going to be off stream relatively soon. But
well, I'll speed through these last couple. Rocco Lemonson, if the Cyclass extends above the crown sheet, how easily could someone push water through to the pistons if relying on the Cyclass to protect them? Very. Extend it. If the Cyclass extended above, I assume it means the top of the back head.
right,
Depends on how far up into the dome it stretches. With bigger engines where the dome is much shallower, it's much easier because it's like the R class. I don't know if you noticed how high up the actual sight glass on it was, but it's quite close to the dome, so can get a bit interesting to have it's called priming, where you pull water through into the cylinders.
that's a bad time. Nobody likes that.
No, water does not compress, so... Quark Qatar. Speak, friend, where does PTC go on Mon-Two-Zuma?
It really wouldn't fit. Thankfully,
On the trailing engine.
they don't make us have PTC on the narrow gauge stuff. Thanks. So we'll be all right. All right, let's see how comical this looks.
My moment of truth. Where does it end up?
Oh, it decided to hide itself. It didn't want to show its secrets.
I caught a glimpse of it, and I don't think it's actually going to be as ridiculous as we think.
It does in fact go higher than the top of the boiler, though. So maybe we get some. Maybe we figure out if we can get a 6-inch glass instead.
Did you send a screenshot of that to Leighton and Brett?
I can.
And just say this is 8 inches.
Meeting FRA regs for minimum height plus the same size glass as Glenbrook it
Same
sees
east
over.
size as Glenbrook.
Yeah, same-ish. I could ask Daniel exactly what it is one of these days, but that's comical. Anyway, where's the other one? Where you be? I don't know where that one ended up, so I'll just delete it. Okay, we're gonna get this plugged in here, and then that'll probably be it for stream for today. I knew it was gonna be a little on the shorter side, but hey, damn it, we did it. So that's more than we can say as of the entire month of September and much of August as well. So.
Yeah. Jordan Freeman coming soon to the three quarters of a minute idiot build double fairly Mountaineer.
We learned some more shit about Mountaineer recently, and I hate it even more. No,
Yeah.
that engine had a tender.
Oh yes. I think I've seen the gin that the Mexican double fairlies carried around as well, and it's rather comical.
The Rio Grande, in their infinite wisdom, just grabbed some water tank that didn't fit on the flat car that they decided to use for this purpose. It's offset to one side, not symmetrical, and it has a not symmetrical coal bunker. Every little bit of it makes me angry.
So sorry, they carried extra coal as well.
Yes, it was the stupidest shit I've ever seen. Let me see if I could scroll up and.
That's incredible.
Brett sent this to Leighton and I's group chat yesterday.
Well, while you find that,
The
Nick Miller, you should look at the
1878 tender.
Oh dear,
Stupid
that
locomotive.
is terrific. Nick Miller, $5. You should look up the NNWR TG class 060 plus 060. No, hang on. 060 plus, yeah, okay. He's accidentally written a plus instead of a dash in the second lot of 060s, so it confused me. Because I read it 060 plus 06 plus O,
Yes.
whatever that means. But no, 060 plus 060, so strange. It's the most not a Garrett.
Oh, jeez.
NNWR, what was it, TG?
TG class. And then Allison James, the last chat here. The sight glass tells us how much water's above the fucking boiler. Yes, much like that clip from that stream. Actually, I think that the top of the glass is like right there with it. That's just mildly entertaining.
And you've then got fittings on top of it, and
Yeah. Yeah. So that almost feels like some live Steam bullshit, but what else are you gonna do? Yeah, are you pulling up that locomotive there, Will?
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which one it is.
There's still a kitty behind me? There still is a kitty behind me. He's doing a sleepy. Oh god, Steam Fan Scott says it's not time to end yet. Thank you, my friend. Our second set of birds for the stream.
Nothing immediate is coming up. Like the first thing that comes up looks like it's just a big fairly, but I don't think that's what it is.
Well, unfortunately, I am out of time and I'm gonna have to run. Nick, we'll have to take a look at it on another stream. Feel free and ping me in the Discord with the image that you'd like us to take a look at, and I'll take a look at it. But thanks so much for the love and support today, guys. Very much appreciate it. Getting closer to the goal for the camera lens that I desire. And a reminder, we're gonna be having some fun streams upcoming. The big one is 4-year anniversary of the channel on Sunday. So after we're done playing with Steam Trains for the day, Jersey and I will be live from down here probably, and we'll do all manner of fun celebratory everybody's invited shenanigans. So last couple ones. 94 Chevy wants some engine with your sight glass. Yeah, really. And Conk Tech, haha, you just got back from the train store. Awesome. Thanks for being a conductor 14 months. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you